efficient.
I don't think we've seen him play Ling in MPL even. Oh! Because before he was in Dewa. Oh, an Esmeralda!
Wow.
For RRQ.
I mean, is it? Okay, yeah, it is. It's going for Dawn. So that will be in the EXP lane. Are they trying to counter the Harris? What's the idea of this Esmeralda in the
Chidera, Inspire and Bargain Hunter, so he's trying to go all in for the snowball, and GEEK Fam make the first move.
Stampede, Ray goes in, but Rad is the one who picks it up. A boy gonna be flickered on here. Rad picks up first blood, and the Kingdom strikes first. Beloy forced back under his tier 1. GEEK Fam, we have the same score. A boy wants to force the issue. Even as Monforce committed down with a synchro fission as well. Finn jumps over the knockup. Beloyski's still able to run away for a bit, but Rad just slows him down with the puissance. It takes him out of the land of Dawn.
This is time where Beloyski is not just diving in, just threatening the backline, and look at this play, immediately cutting off GEEK Fam from the turret. Just gotta go for it though.
Stampede over to Vin. Luke has rotated. Detonus welcome. The Minus Fury used up defensively, but he'll be slain before he can even use it all the way. GEEK Fam secured 2 kills, equalizing on the board.
A great move from GEEK Fam to rotate and just pinch
Rad has taken his purple buff, was able to regen quite a bit, and now using the shield unity to rotate over again. Dark Knight falls onto Dawn. Missiles not connecting. Dawn trying to kite away. Synchro Fission and Minions Fury though knocks him up, and Ray still finds Retribution. Now it's a 4-man knockup as they go in with like Pound. Skylar bunched up by Luke. Now thrown away. A boy comes in with another realm. Skylar gets slain by Beloyski. Play looking for that damage. The tip of the blaze knocks him up. Oh, doesn't go for the kill now with the Finch boys. Dawn gets the shield. They bait it in. Finn able to cancel Ray's engage fully. Clay gets hit by the Stinger, gets a little bit more of an HP. Rad brought back by the Stampede and stabbed by Ray.
Unfortunate
Counter engaged on by damage, not by CC.
And look at the items as well. Dawn going with the Enchanted Talisman. He actually did the most damage in the previous fight, but look at this.
Dawn just disappeared on the Esmeralda. You're supposed to be sustainable in there. He just got melted down. Your Rad's next on the chopping block. A full damage composition is working. Clay forced to use the defensive Tempest of Blades. That's a good Minions Fury, but it's onto another realm as that's Lycan Pounce coming down from Skylar, who picks up a shutdown, but now gets ran down inside of the tier 2. Clay falls as well. Slowly but surely, GEEK Fam just take all the members down.
The Kingslayers mean a business here. They trade 4 for only Beloyski.
You can see that they're caught in these fights like 2v5. GEEK Fam just finding ways to be together and now going for the turtle.
Shadow Stampede onto Dawn again as Zaman Force gets popped in, but he has to purify now as his welcome gets used up, and Chidera just melts Dawn away with Ray picking up the turtle for free. Rad sliced down. Ray is going mad in the back with the Finch poise, trying to chase him, but GEEK Fam decide to back away. It's a 3-0 on top.
And you know, it seems like GEEK want to go for the team fights with the Netherrealm, but if you look at their composition and the way they're building, Hellcut and Link can technically do a bit of DPS. They're not really skill reliant, and the Link has the has cards as well. Well, they're going in.
Chidera just diving deep, and Ray goes in as well. That's a stolen Netherrealm, but now he gets knocked up. No, he's able to dash out just in time. Ray trying to chase him down. Ray! What an assassination in the back, and Vin jumps in onto 4, but no one's there to follow it up. He went in all alone, and now Dawn and Skylar are left to defend the 2 side laners of RRQ.
What is Ray on in the playoffs? I mean, week number 9, impressive. Wait a second, was that a mistake?
Oh, Skylar tried to flicker out, but he gets munched on. Luke, you cannot run away from that Detonus welcome.
This is so unfortunate. Just everything going wrong for RRQ Hoshi right now. And looks like Irad gets pulled back in as well. Oh, look at the damage!
Almost taking the tank down just like that. Dawn can't even walk even further.
So the burst damage, the survivability, they have to really find a big moment here if they do want to extend this game even longer.
3-man SWAT in their soul. Detonus welcome straight in, and they can't even get another round down before Chidera bursts him out. Still in his Zaman Force, they're fighting. A boy gets a Ghost Burster. Skylar's running for the hills on the Lycan form, and Dawn will just succumb to that Dino. Game 1, the Kingslayers.
They take it. They take game number 1 from RRQ Hoshi in a very dominant fashion, controlling from the early stage of the game. And the one person that honestly caught me by surprise is Ray. He was written down in the regular season. A lot of comparisons between him as well as Hazel. People saying that Hazel is the better, how much impact it can have. And RRQ want to double down with having a proper EXP lane. The Thamus is so good in that 1v1. Is it better than the Ruby?
all out 1v1. I feel like the Thanos definitely has the advantage. When it comes to small trades, that's where the Ruby can kind of take advantage of the passive and kind of maybe try and outsmart
Fruition here.
Cast a curse be like that, but oh!
Shield Unity Ray actually wins out the Red Tree battle. A boy tying him up, putting so much pressure down. It's Irad. A boy now forced to flicker, but Beloy capitalizes on the flicker burned earlier. Clay just steps up. Very naive. Bottom lane, Don has the vengeance. He can try to go for the contest right now, and Irad does exactly that. A boy clears out the mid lane. Now the hard card is ready for a boy. Ray pops in that shield unity aggressively. Luke and Don both level 4 Finn. Guiding Wind, bringing it back into the turtle pit. Ray and Irad is going to be Don, who secures it with just his damage. Physical attack. Ray trying to run away now, but the rotation comes in, and a good Appraiser's Wrath finds his mark. Luke with the 4-man, don't run. Wolf King as Beloyski tries to get the stingers down, but RRQ will just disengage.
That's a 1-for-1 trade. Ladies and gentlemen, RRQ pick up the turtle. This is a different story than we saw in game number 1. Hang on. Beloyski forced to use his ultimate here. Nearly gets taken out, but it looks like they want to go in again.
Oh, man.
And he melts him down now with a vengeance. Don, I don't even think he can escape it. Finn tries to rescue him, but Beloyski on the help.
They utilize the Luo Yi with that really good base damage in the early game, and they haven't been able to capitalize it. Is also what is unfortunate as well, but look at this.
Don tries to poke Ray down. The Ray pops into Poisons, gets the hard guard as well. Don goes in for the vengeance, but he will be shredded down by the likes of Ray. Just Ray and Luke. One member down. You can say one member done. I'm offended in the flicker combo. Bringing Finn back, but he's still able to flicker out. As now it's going to be a 2-man engage from Ray and Beloyski out the Clay, who uses the flicker, but a boy just ties him up from across the wall. Luke still chasing him down, looking to go for more, and that's another Appraiser's Wrath, but Luke tanks it up like a boss.
It's so difficult for RRQ right now. The targeting, the decisions from GEEK fam in these fights are just so good. And they seem flustered. They're the ones who win. And considering that their winning lane is the Thamus that should be able to bully and be used as a reliable factor right here. Whoa!
And I'm offended straight into the damage. Beloyski will be traded, but they'll be happy with that trade. It's a shutdown to Don, however.
Deny Luke from protecting the turret.
Skylar, though, we flanked on, doesn't have to flicker. I'm offended with a flicker combo. Now Skylar brought inside of the tier 1 up top.
Now, it looks like GEEK are now paying attention to this man. Oh, what?
A magic trick straight out of the pocket of GEEK, fam. Now you see him, now you don't. Don disappears from the land of Don. Irad trying to go for the purple buff, but now it's terrified. Ray chasing him down. The taunt comes through, and the circling eagle as well. But look at the zoning from Luke. Finn can only just fly by and take the purple buff. The boy?
Right now, a boy has the flask, and Finn actually has as well.
Ooh. Go for the purple buff. Irad pops into Appraiser's Wrath. Finn forced to flicker out of his own jungle. Luke finds Clay, and just like that, the first damage comes through. What happened to the bottom lane? It's Irad, who tried to walk back to base because he was stopped from recalling by the Kingslayers.
They're walking. The later this game goes, the members of RRQ will finally reach their power spikes.
Dark Knight Fall trying to isolate him back. Beloyski going back away as he pops into BOD, gets it. They start taking out Ton. A weird engage as he moves forward, but gets shredded down now with a guiding wind as well, getting him out. Look at RRQ, Luke with the flicker forward, and a 2-man, I'm offended to lock them down. Skylar and Clay still able to flicker out, but the Appraiser's Wrath will not be able to deal enough damage. Shadera pops in Purify. Finn looks for a re-engage, circling eagle to the back line, knocking 4 off as Don goes through as well. Diversion to the back, and who's it going to be doing? It's going to be Skylar in the back with a flying up against GEEK fan. But look at Luke now with a 3-man, don't run Wolf King. Ray chased down, still with the concussive blast, still trying to survive, but Clay finally gets the dispersion. And the Jakarta International Velodrome erupts. Beloyski knocked up, and Clay will be able to deal enough damage for Finn to assassinate one of them. I'm offended, I'll tell you, Rad. And Appraiser's Wrath onto a boy, but he's still able to sustain for a bit.
Respect taken. Chadera when it comes to gold, but look at this play!
No, it's Finn. Look at Scott now. An all-in onto Clay, who flickers up, but gets chased down like it's nothing. Beloyski walks him down. 2 members down for RRQ. Now the Kingdom backing back to their base again. Beloyski with a Terrify onto Irad as they go for the shield unity as well. Irad cut off and taken out by Chadero, the burst damage.
It's not looking good. It's not looking good. If GEEK can close us out, we're going to match point.
Skylar, top of the Stinger, is able to flicker out in safety now, but Dawn gets eliminated, even with the vengeance, and Skylar as well. The Kingslayers They saved RRQ in the regular season, but it seems in the playoffs, they are one step away from taking them out, from stomping them back to the ground that they lifted them from.
We're at match point, ladies and gentlemen. And again, RRQ, the entire kingdom, they are waving their white flag, looking for anyone to answer the call. In the regular season, GEEK stepped up and answered it. But here, there's no one. Are they going for... Okay, Yuzong.
Oh man. Okay. To be fair, technically against a Vexana, if you go with a Purify, you can kind of neutralize the dive-in threat potential. But in those fights, the fact that he can just be doing a lot of card control, a lot of damage, a lot of ways to push away from a neutral objective.
Match point, ladies and gentlemen.
Whoa.
One more opportunity for RRQ to win it. It looks like they mean business.
Straight dive in the bottom lane, and Clay picks up first blood. Beloyski as well with a flicker earlier, but look at Skylar. Straight to that turret he goes. Getting a few hits onto that turret shield, and even making Chidera miss that cannon, and is actually gonna go on to Beloyski as well. This might be a kill with a Lycan Pounce. No flicker on Beloy. Skylar is online in game 2.
Miracles happen, ladies and gentlemen, right? And that's...
I think the Esmeralda can be tanky enough, but Vin on the chip here. 1v2ing all day. He might have bitten off more than he can chew though.
No flicker on Vin. He's still looking to go for the wave. Pops in the shortcut. A desperate attempt, but now Death to his welcome. Onto the Esmeralda, and Appraiser's Wrath as well. Combined with the Retribution. And Rat picks it up. Meanwhile, Clay gets solo killed up top by Luke. An absolute punish. And he takes this shortcut, flies around to the Beloyski engaged on, but he actually is able to flicker out safely.
A risky situation here in the gold lane. Oh, Vin!
Oh, he's not even going to be able to pop in the shortcut right into Detona. You go. Spat out, and now as Rad looks for some damage onto Ray, but has the guiding win by Beloyski to escape. Shortcut placed down. Finn now with the punch forward. And Skylar rotating with the Lycan form, trying to chase him down. Lycan pounds on the Beloyski, but he still has the shielding as Don tries to go and chase in the back as well. Meanwhile, Turtle Guard to the back. Meanwhile, it's Don as well, still chasing Ray and a boy. Good dispersion, good rotation, but now stunned up and shot down by a few of those Scarve attacks of the Esmeralda. An all-out win for RRQ in the bot lane. Skylar goes on to Chidera, tries to chase him down and flicker forward to a Purify. Used up by Chidera, but Skylar takes him out with the Lycan Pounce.
You said RRQ needed to Rad was a level below of Ray, but it didn't matter if he wasn't even there to begin with.
Circling Eagle into the Death's welcome. Good disengage. Skylar with a Lycan form, now jumping back. And Ray gets out, so does Skylar. Oh boy! Dispersion and the rotation into the guiding win to get him out to safety in the bottom lane.
I believe it's still very close when it comes to gold with Skylar, so they really have to try and get some more value out of this big fight. Dawn has been able to do great, but can he keep going?
Chunking him down, circling Eagle. On to Finn, that's his welcome as well. Chidera now with Entropy, able to melt him down, falling. Starmoon locking the 3 members though, and the Appraiser's Wrath by Irad. Not connecting, and RRQ did not go for the turtle. They ended up...
Such a clean take, was it not?
Oh.
What is Irad doing?
Going in is what he's doing, but now he gets dove on by Luke. The passive is taking it, and Irad gets traded out for Luke 1-for-1.
Just back and forth, changing blows, but you gotta feel like, for the most part, GEEK fam are still very much in control. There's gonna be play here though.
Flanking diversion, but the falling Starmoon was able to connect that to this welcome right onto Clay, spinning him out. Meanwhile, Skylar chasing the back line down with the Lycan Pounce, and Beloyski is able to flick around, and now a boy is caught in the midst of it all. It's Don who catches him in the flanks, and Vin who's able to just zone Beloy and Ray away. Another Lycan Pounce and circling Eagle won't be used defensively, but look at Don with the falling Starmoon, only to use it to reposition in GEEK's back.
That as well.
Vin and instant shortcut onto Ray, forcing the death to this welcome, but they're all calling the top point. Ray gets taken out, the Black Dragon form now used up defensively.
Dawn.
Meanwhile, a boy gonna be ran down by Dawn, but look at him now, he's gonna be caught, baited in right into the midst of it all. First blast, putting him down in the back, but it's Dawn for Ray to trade as of right now. Skylar chasing him down, but the guiding wind gets Beloyski enough of that shield to escape. Holy Crystal bought in. Irad with a taunt and the Appraiser's Wrath. Luke gonna be chained down, but he goes in for the Furious Dive and the Petrify, but Skylar is able to somehow get out of it again. Lycan Pounce onto the Lord. GEEK fam looking for a fight right now, but they don't have a jump. Irad still with a red tree. GEEK fam no jungler.
Against GEEK fam, that has been
this is so
difficult, but look at
dangerous.
Dawn.
A sandwich maneuver with a falling Starmoon, able to catch Chidera. No Purify, they dive straight onto him, but look at the guiding win from Beloy. Vin cutting him off, putting the shortcut down to teleport now. They all try to go and dive in all the way, but no one's taking a portal. Vin is isolated in between the turrets. Ray's able to fend off from the rest of them, and now Irad goes into the Razor's Wrap, but is caught isolated, certainly eager to knock him up into the Furious Dive, and into the chase down. Ray gets rid of Irad.
That was so unfortunate, right? It looked like such...
Waves to play around. They just lost so much value in that one fell swoop, but Vin, can he make something happen here?
Doesn't put the shortcut, he hesitated there. Bit of a miscall perhaps from RRQ as they wanted to go, but also they didn't. Dawn chain CC'd, forced to use the Purify out. The Eternal Guard actually catches Chidera, but there's no one there to follow it up. Meanwhile, on the back line, look at the damage to follow up. Skylar with the Lycan Pounce able to chase down all the way to the back line where Chidera will fall. Meanwhile, Geek chasing, kiting, sustaining. Luke finds the portal, he gets portal back in towards the top side and actually saves Skylar. A boy doing the same thing with a diversion, able to get out just in time towards the base, but Beloyski has been left for dead. Now it's Luke. One dragon against 4 members, 4 of the Kingdom soldiers. Luke will take it.
What in the world was that interact?
Towards them and go on raid, what can they do? But look at his play.
A flicker by Beloyski, not gonna work though. Vin straight up in the back with the flags touching Chidera. You can hear the Kingdom erupt in the Jakarta International Velodrome as Beloyski escapes. They're running for the hills, and Dawn is the one who escorts them back to their base.
It's fitting. It's fitting, but this time the Kings will be the escorts. Ladies and gentlemen, the Kings are coming back. They're showing, they're giving the Kingslayers a run for their money here. Already pushing into this mid-side match point. They don't want to go down without a fight.
A full dive in the back line as Beloyski tries to give him enough HP. Luke with the Petrify and the Furious Dive, but only connects onto Irad right now. To the dispersion and the rotation has been used up by a boy getting the shielding. Dawn running him down. Beloyski still able to save him just for a bit. Chidera respawns back and guns them down with entropy. Still a Terrify. Dawn by the way to truncheon just in time. Chidera not timing it right. Getting the shield. Vin coming back with the shortcut as well, but no one's there. Skylar walks back up. Has to respect the damage from Chidera as now he gets terrified again. Skylar has a Lycan Pounce, not able to find it. Skylar gets one last hit, it's a double kill. But the minion waves have been cleared. They're going for the desperate end. Dawn is taking it up, but they all might just die to the waves.
No way.
To the base as well. Still though, with a Lord in the bottom lane, RRQ will miraculously be able to stay in the series, in the playoffs.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to game number 4. The Kings of Kings, they prolonged this series, held back their backs to the wall at match point. They're able to turn it around, giving them...
Over the map, it's gonna be an Arla though.
There you go, additional CC to play with. There's a lot. I think almost everyone, could try to reset the vengeance for him. Lo Yi, everyone except Roger, really. So good draft for RRQ as well. They couldn't have gone for the Esmeralda this time. Beloyski is not level 4. RRQ have an advantage in this turtle. Irad first on this turtle. As Luke hovers around as a final slash with Flicker combo. Coming down another realm to get the mount, and Finn slams his hammer, picks up the turtle. Beloyski with a Flicker defensively, and a boy getting chased down by Irad, who takes him out with a stab in front. Dawn stunned up. Luke dodging away from Razor's Wrap, but Ray picks up a double, so it ends up being equal K. Flickers forward, finds a dispersion, and gets one back. Irad very aggressively moving forward, but now Luke tries to sandwich him down. Geek fam, will they continue? A diversion by Clay defensively, and Ray tries...
Especially, they haven't felt it at all.
Unity though. That's the combo with Iron Hook. No Bloody Hunt just yet. Whoa. That's a knockdown, and Minions Fury. Another realm coming down, but Luke uses a Brave of Spider, able to knock up again, and Clay just utilizes the damage, dispersion, and the rotation. 2-man stun from Luke. And Ray picks up the killing spree. Meanwhile, Flicker can pounce from Skylar. The lockdown with the final slash into the Vengeance resets it now. Another dive in towards Luke. But he's able to flicker out. Look at the top lane.
Knows that there's going to be a lot of damage, but look at this.
Another attempt. Ray jumping forward with a shield unity into the Iron Hook, dying to be locked down completely. Still able to find a final slash. Irad secures the turtle. Luke, the bravest fighter, now with a few slashes down onto Don. Picks up a kill. It's a 1-for-1 trade on an iron hook as well to disengage as Luke gets chased down by Clay. Trying to dodge away from the dispersion by Clay. Now a flicker from Vin into Clay's damage. RRQ with another winning team fight.
His momentum definitely isn't.
Ooh, flicker bloody hunt into the cancel. Vin in his fury under the turret. Don with the resets on the vengeance. Beloyski bursts it down. The turret's still standing and they re-engage perfectly. RRQ defend the turret and take one member. A boy pulled back. Shadow Stampede. Bring two members back for Chidera. A free hit. And he is able to find one. Irad in the back gets a stab down onto a boy. And just like that, it ends up being 2-for-1.
What a great play from RRQ. The read
Of the Franco main himself, Conceal. Final slash to the flicker, finding a boy. Don able to find a play right now. The Ravens fighter is going to be used up to the back line where Clay is able to flicker out just in time. Luke with the take, but Finn getting roared down. Skylar now all alone. 1v4 gets 2. Luke trying to run away. Skylar going to be dealt with now as an appraiser's track connects on to Luke and one last stab from Irad takes him out. 3-4-3.
It's a 3-4-3.
Very low. Meanwhile, Ray trying to go up against Irad, who still continues this damage onto Beloy. Clay, full HP, back again on Turtle.
Ray's not full though. Is he gonna go for a certain item or is he going to go for a recall? A boy back in the mix. But the rest of the members are back as well. Turtle is super low at this point. It looks like RRQ should be able to get this uncontested. The Geeks, they don't want to risk.
Geek usually start making big plans. Is it a mistake though?
Onto Irad, he goes the iron hook and the bloody hum with the Shadow Stampede. Done! Fight a 3-man final snatch. Irad is going to be able to get taken down. Vin as well falling. Genera melting everyone. RRQ made a misstep. The Shadow Stampede drags them back to hell, where Geek Fam completely take over. It's a wipeout for the Kingslayers.
They're back in the mix of it all, ladies and gentlemen. The Kingslayers, they want to stay.
Nature right now means that Don and Irad can't really zone him away as reliably.
Here we go. Dodges. Not the right engage though. They don't want to go for Don. They want to go for Irad. Final slash onto Ray with a poisons as well, but the boy comes in with another realm just in time. Vin pulled back, and the bloody hunt catches him. Luke jumps in with the bravest fighter. That's a kill picked up by Ray. Meanwhile, now Don goes into the backline with the Brazers Rat locked in as well. Chidera still free hitting in the back while Shadow Stampede gets used up once again. Don will fall. Irad dashes out to safety. Geek Fam winning in this fight, but only by 1 kill.
But Don gets caught really low. This is gonna force him to recall run. And their contention for MSC.
That's an iron hook into the bloody hunt, into the Shadow Stampede, into the damage of Chidera, who melts him down. A good appraiser's wrath gets them low, but another realm grants him another HP. Marvin with a minion's fury into the back, and Skylar with a Lycan pounce finds Chidera, shuts him down. The re-engage was perfect for RRQ.
That's a 1-4-2 trade, but Chidera is gone. Ladies and gentlemen, I repeat, Chidera is gone. A miracle play.
Look at the health bars. Ray with the shield unit into the bravest fighter. Now into the appraiser's wrath, and Clay! Dispersion, rotation, and elimination. Skylar chasing a boy. Running into the hills he goes, a boy. And the Lord goes in favor of all.
It seems like. But Chidera isn't really on full yet. And look at Beloyski!
On iron hook in the midst of it all. Don with the final slash as well. Dominion's Fury won't be used up just yet. In the midst of it all, still going to be Don. Uses the vengeance now. Dominion's Fury catches onto all of them, but it's into tier 2. They're fighting without the Lord, and an iron hook again connects onto Clay, who's able to flicker out. Luke unable to find a stun onto him. Skylar, Lycan pounds in the mid lane, trying to look for a tier 2, but there's no minions. The rest of Geek Fam rotating up top to clear the Lord. There are more waves to deal with as RRQ continue the siege.
They can't maximize the value. They can't go in for the inhibitor turrets, but these outer turrets have been one mistake to turn things around.
They go for Don. They get Don. Vin! Once again with a flicker forward. Don with final slash as well. Right in the midst of it all. Luke going to be able to use the bravest fighter as Don gets melted down. Luke flickering backwards. They have found Don. And look at the timer. Couldn't have been more perfect. Irad all alone. But look at the diversion into the back as well. This is all just a diversion for them to jump on Chidera. Skylar Lycan pouch. Chidera kiting. Minus Fury used up, but Chidera will fall to Vin when he slams the hammer down. Irad was only a distraction.
That was an amazing bait by RRQ. You'd think it'd be catastrophic for them to lose Dawn, but they lose Chidera and Ray in the process. The 2 core members for this lore to take. And this should be it. A boy looking for a miracle.
Everybody looking for a miracle, even Luke. But he's forced to use the bravest fighter defensively.
Oh.
Skylar wants to go in, baits out the Netherrealm and runs back.
They're coming to play right now. But remember, Clay still has the diversion. Can utilize to go for a different angle.
Only one wave. That is the wave in the top lane. Ray with the poisons used up already. Irad locking him down now with the dispersion and the rotation, forcing Netherrealm out. Chidera doing work on the Lord. Irad very low. Finn marching forward. Minus Fury defensively flickering backward, but is able to find two. A full final slash into a dispersion. A boy finds the Ghost Bursters as he pulls Dom back, but he's still able to find the vengeance. And now, Skylar continues the onslaught, continues to run the Kingslayers down. Baloyski has been taken out, a boy against the world. Skylar now leaving Lycan Pals the final one to pick up an unofficial Maniac. The Kingdom erupts. Brick by brick they have built back the Kingdom's foundation. One game to go.
They've done it! RRQ Hoshi have equalized the series 2-2. It felt like everything was put up against them. It felt like the odds weren't in their favor. But with the support of their people.
4 seconds, it will be an Arlet.
Rome? Yeah. Arlet Rome for Vin. Ah.
Oh boy.
Not the best of win rates.
Power hero.
Power hero, you can say that. Maybe in the playoffs it'll be different, right? But in the regular season, it is Vin has always failed on this Arlet pick.
How much he fears the potential for Geek to just go in aggressively when you least expect it.
I mean, that's what you can expect in the mid lane, right? Again, Luo Yi in the early game has so much damage. Meanwhile,
But have to spin into the Furious Dive into all the vengeances you get from those resets. Straight for the turtle, it's lane forced back. But this is the regular season Geek fam that we know with the Florid. Oh, a dive from Dawn. Eternal Guard no connects on the Dawn, and Luke is there to follow it up with a Donor Wolf King and another final slash from Vin. The capitalization of the burnt flicker earlier. But now Luke tries to go for a trade. Plays right there with his version and pops into diversion as well. A pullback with I'm Offended. Vin's still able to survive for a bit right now as he gets chased down. Still the vengeance resets though, and in the end, he will fall. He will crumble to the Appraiser's Wrap. The heavy spin up top will mean that Chidera will be pinned down even with the Purify. Right into the Petrify and the Furious Dive of Dawn. Skylar munching on that turret.
this is so much value for RRQ. Everything is going right for them. Baloyski might be the next one to fall, but he's still able to get out, regardless whether or not he's gonna look for a little bit more of time here. Despite Geek going for it, RQ want to clap back.
Oh, right with the final slash, Irad comes in to petrify onto Ray with now the Bloom coming back. The Brazier's Wrap not going to be enough to help him survive. He wasn't even able to let it.
Power take though, right in front of Luke's eyes. So they've kind of shut
Vin?
Three-man final slash, but Vin finds himself in enemy lines. 2-1 done with a petrify, instant collapse. Skylar finds a double. And RRQ, the Kingdom erupt once again.
It's a 4-1 trade. That was a full at the right time, but it still is a push from two ends. There's still a tower in the bottom side, however. What is Geek waiting for? Is that a diversion? Oh no!
Oh! Divergence and a heavy spin. Irad finds the pin onto Luke, but they're on another man's base. A boy finds a kill. That's Vin as well. That's two. A greedy play from RRQ into the base of Geek Fam, and it did not pay off. Luckily for them, no shutdown, so they don't lose too much.
Wow, that came out of nowhere. I mean, we were thinking about it being a possibility, but it was just a bit too fast. And really, with the Lord coming in, they're still not going for a three-wave push, but they're making a play for the base turrets.
Three-wave spin with a flicker forward with the final slash, but it gets baited into the base turret. Now as Ray is able to lock him down under the base turret. Vin with immortality, melted down by Chidera, but the enhanced Lord has done work. Up top, the base turret taken, and RRQ instantly disengaged. Geek Fam though, they want to continue. Luke marches on forward, but notices that RRQ have dispersed a bit too fast.
So let's go back, and that's a diversion. Yuzong is at the bottom of the map, ladies and gentlemen. Keep an eye out for him. Chidera is positioned in perfect way.
Finn gets locked down by the Lord that knocked him up. Now Ray in the midst of it all. It's going to be done. Rises to the back, but Eternal Guard catches him. Brutality used. Chidera also with nature, but look at the choke point now with Luke able to find the Don't Run Wolf King around with a heavy spin and trying his best to get rid of the Geek Fam members. RRQ dispersed. Luke finds that I'm offended, but now Skylar goes in for a desperate play, fighting Voloitsky, but will lose his life with Geek Fam chasing. It seems Skylar is still able to survive. He runs away with the GDS movement speed, but the Enhanced Lord will spawn up top. Geek Fam know it. They want to take the big plays. This might be the end. In the mid lane, marching down. I'm offended on the Skylar. Ray will knock up.
Oh no!
They're chasing Skylar, but he has the GDS once again. Now the enhanced minion waves come down. And so does Vin.
The way as well. These base turrets are going to be falling with everything on the line.
They find Luke with the final slash, and I'm offended not connecting. RRQ slowly but surely marching down in the Kingslayer's base. That's a 3-man stun from Beloy. Luke with the Don't Run Wolf King as the Black Dragon form gets used up, and Ray is going to be isolated with a heavy spin. Finn also isolated in the back. Ray still able to survive right now as he gets so much sustain. Meanwhile, Finn, he cannot say the same thing. He shall crumble under the 3 members of Geek Fam. RRQ, maybe a bit too cautious. Maybe a bit over respectful. 2-man, I'm offended, right into the stun. Chidera trying to go for some damage as the Black Dragon form gets used up, but that's all just a bait. Geek Fam want to utilize these cooldown buffers to get as much value as possible. Ray very low, the Bloom still ready. Diversion to the back line as well. There might just be looking for the end right now. The heavy spin gets used up as well, but Geek Fam are forced back in the mid lane. The boy is able to clear it out of the Eternal Guard. Skylar not able to dish out enough damage towards the mini waves to clear it out in fast enough. Momentum, pendulum, all swinging back in favor of Geek Fam slowly but surely. Now Luke is chasing Skylar, but he has Dragon form as well. By Dawn, this is a window of opportunity. A 5-man petrified, but he gets the lead in instead. Now the pressures run! Ray finds Iran and he gets the retribution! All objectives have gone to the Kings. All of the retries have gone to Iran, but the one that mattered might have gone to Ray.
Ray still needs to work down in the top side. Oh, but there's it go!
But unoffended finding play. Only Skylar, the Crown Prince in his own base, left to defend. They will slay the Prince. They will slay the Kings. 7-0. And proceeding to an 8-0. The Kingslayers continue their reign over the Kings.
They were once the saviors. They were once the key. But back here in the playoffs, in the Mausoleum, in the Coliseum, all that does not matter.